Hey there. What's happening? What's popping? What's popping?
Popping the popping.
LocFamily.
What side did you say I got? You said you on this side?
Yeah. I want this side. Oh my god. I feel like there's something bothering me in my eye.
Bothering you in your eye.
Would you stop mimicking me?
Never. Bothering
What is this
you
thing?
in your eye.
No.
They can't see nothing.
I don't know. Where's the
Dancing one? You gotta go to the sent stuff. Go to inbox. Inbox. Right there. Go to messages. Boom. Scroll. There it is. Tap it. Oh. Don't you need a soundbite? Grand Masterful Rich rising on this beautiful day, man. Shout out to everybody who jumped in, swimmed in, flew in, teleported in. Appreciate y'all so much for the love and support. We want to give a shout outs and loves to everybody who missed us on Monday.
or yesterday?
Yeah, or yesterday, which was Monday. We had some things scheduled on the time that we were supposed to be here. So I had a meeting that I had to be at 7 a.m. My wife had to be at another meeting at 8 a.m., which is the time that we got to be on here. So everything was super
It was
like...
at 8:20.
It was at 8:20? Yeah. Her appointment for her license replacement was at 8:20. And that's when you do the license down here, man, they set whatever time is available for you.
Fuck.
You just gotta show up. Why do you say fuck?
Because this phone thing is irritating.
What's wrong with it?
It doesn't want to paste. And I don't have time for this.
Oh, you gotta do it like this. Let me see. Gotta go right here. Go right here. Gotta hold. Gotta go again. Hold. Right. Oh. Damn. I found the trick though, Loki. Because I was having that same issue. But yeah. Sorry guys that we missed y'all yesterday. Like I was saying, I had a 7 a.m. Meeting I had to be in yesterday, and we usually hear from Monday to Friday, and it just so happened these things got scheduled right on the time frame that we come on in on the lives, so it was very like disappointing in a way. It was like, man, we got to tell everybody we're not gonna be able to show up, and she had to get her license replacement, and they set the appointment at like 8:20 something. So when you do it here in Austin, Texas, it kind of like, it's not like they set the appointment for you. So you don't really get the chance to pick the time frames of what's more convenient for you, you know? So yeah, I wanted to just say thank you guys for dropping in. I appreciate y'all. If y'all missed us yesterday, thank you. And we do our best to be on here every single day, Monday through Friday. And drop the gems, man. So yeah, love you guys and appreciate it. We say peace, blessings, prosperity, and success of abundance to all y'all and your family. And we wish y'all and we see y'all being, doing, having all the good you desire. I had a crazy interaction yesterday, guys. A partial of that meeting met an individual who decided to, like, we don't know each other at all. So, you know, after the meeting was took a break, it was a moment where the meeting came to a break point. I was asked, he was like, hey man, do you mind if I, you know, share some stuff with you and stuff? What kind of tea is that? Oh yeah, this that ginger sweet tea, baby. We got it in the building. It is
cinnamon.
Cinnamon with some cinnamon in it. And we sell it on our website. Yeah. We're in 95 countries, all that good stuff, man. And yeah, that's something we do. We also have like protein shakes and things like that.
Oh my God.
Our protein shakes are #1 in the world. So if you need to,
meant about the benefits of the tea.
yeah, it's the benefits of the tea. It helps with mental clarity. It helps with alertness. It helps with My wife used to say, me and my wife used to say metabolism, right?
Hey, we gotta subscribe.
But it's metabolism. Oh, we gotta subscribe. That's what's up.
Metabolism.
Yeah. Which is your metabolism.
I don't know if metabolism and biolism is the same.
It's the same thing, baby.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah, find out, baby. Find out. Hey, y'all, for those who don't know, my wife's from South Africa. So she like, let's find out.
Is metabolism...
Oh, not on there, baby. Oh. Go ahead. Do your thing. Anyways, yeah, man, I had a crazy interaction yesterday. You done with that post?
Okay, never mind. We'll do
You done with this?
Not really.
It's time to go live on
Yeah.
You're taking too long. Now,
Okay.
yeah, so
I'm done with the first one. I was gonna do the second one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's fine. I can do the second one later.
Yeah, so I had a crazy interaction yesterday with a gentleman who, the way he approached me, he was like, yo, man, you cool people and stuff like that. He was like, do you mind if I share something with you? You know, I don't normally do this, or I don't think he said he normally does it, but he said it in a way like, in so many ways, like, yo, this is gonna probably seem awkward or something like that, depending on where you are, but I want to share something with you. Do you mind if we talk real quick? And I was like, yeah. And so we walk outside. I'm like, yeah, let's just go for a walk real quick. You know, we on break. And so we going for the walk. And
Let me do it. You focus.
okay. So yeah, we're going for the walk. We're going for the walk, and yeah, long story short, he was explaining to us. Well, I'm talking about to us. I'm not really focused, guys. I have no clue what I'm talking about right now.
There. Who wasn't there?
Tilt that one a little bit, but yeah, he's
Tilt it
talking.
like this?
No, like tilt this. Screw that thing and like tilt it forward.
Okay.
So lift your phone up a little bit and tilt it, lean it, give it that lean back. But yeah, so he's like, yo, can I share something with you real quick? And I'm like, yeah, okay. It seemed like it was kind of confidential. Yeah, that's good. It's kind of confidential. So I'm like, yeah, let's go outside. We was on break from the meeting. And so we go outside and talk. And he was like, yeah, man, this might come off a little weird or whatever like that. Or it may, depending on how aware you are. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead, shoot for the stars. And is it me or these things are too close?
You have to turn this one a little bit this way.
Yeah, because your face is cut off.
Focus.
All right.
You gotta focus.
Somebody's watching me.
Why is it like that? Babe, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Did you add a crazy filter? Look
No,
at that.
I just went. I know, but it's looking all creamy and stuff.
Oh my
all
God.
creamy
okay.
and stuff. It's over. It's over. It's over. No.
You can change it?
No.
Are you
Just
sure?
face enhance. What's that? Oh no. It's gonna change shapes.
Because it's on. That's why my face is like that. Damn. You're putting filters over here, huh?
I didn't do no filters.
Okay. Focus on.
All right. So we go outside. And he's like, yeah. I don't know what your belief system is or anything like that, but I want to share something that I just that I, in so many ways, I don't know if he said like that guy's sharing, but he was basically like, yo, I just need to share this information that I just received. So he was like, I remind you, I don't know this person or anything like that. So he's like telling me about.
It's still the same. Fuck. Okay.
It's all good. Who cares?
I know.
He's like telling me in so many ways. He's giving acknowledgement that like I'm a creative person and things like that. I remind you, I don't know this person. It's like, yeah, you're a creative person. You have talent and God has gifted you with something. And he was like, let me know if I'm on cue of what I'm speaking on and if it aligns with what you're doing right now in life. So he's like, yeah, I see you, God has big plans for you. I see you helping hundreds of thousands of millions of people. I see you as a life coach. Mm-hmm. I see you as a mentor. I see you as helping a large community and things like that. And he just so on goes on and on and on. And I'm like, oh shit, like this is a epiphany moment, because I've asked God to show me signs many, many times. And I have this thing where, like, I know if I'm falling too far off of what feels, not necessarily feels, but what aligns with my intuition, that I'm on the right journey, you know? And so, so long story short, he goes on to tell me like some other things, and he's talking about a couple of experiences and things like that. Like, you know, this place that where you're at right now is just for temporary, and you're just passing through, right? You're just passing through, and a lot of what he's saying is already aligning to what me and my wife already talked about, things like that, what we already actually did practices on when it comes to like writing down our goals together and having the conversations on what we see in the future and what we want to transpire while we're moving towards while we're moving towards the future for it to become our present, right? And so yeah, man, it was a major interaction. It definitely was one of those moments where it's like, dude, like if this guy is just talking out of his ass or da da da, but there was a couple of things that hit was like, that was close, very, very close to home. So like if he was actually channeling, if he was actually getting the message from God, like I at that point would have to be open to receive and not have disbelief of what the norms of society and how society thinks of, like this is weird, and you know, like that doesn't even make any sense, and all this other nonsense, right? And so the interaction was epiphanal for me because remind you, I don't know this person. I've never seen him. And for him to take the time to share that information was a moment where it was like, listen, hear, receive, observe, and take it or leave it, right? Take it or leave it. And in that moment, it was like, yo, I have to listen to this message because this is aligning with exactly where I'm heading, right? And for this individual to take the time to tell me the greatness, like, and not to be egotistical or nothing like that, but for somebody else to, how often do you hear people actually giving you praise? Like, not praise, but like telling you like you're talented and like you have a lot of things that's good for you, your personality, da da da. We don't hear that stuff often. It's not shared amongst us as people often. It's not like your friends are like, yo, you da 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 da. Maybe not, maybe so, who knows, you know? But I would hope that we are surrounding ourselves around people like that, right? And so for him to come out of his way of a person you don't know to tell me all this stuff was already an impactful moment for me, and an impactful moment, period, right? So, you know, I took a lot from that, and I wanted to share that from that interaction yesterday, and wanted to give apologies for us not showing up here, but we have some things that was planned, so we like, yo, life hits. When life hits,
right,
you bob and weave.
And we did say we're gonna come back and see you guys on Monday.
Yeah, we did. And so we wasn't here on Monday due to a meeting and due to the scheduling of her getting her ID replacement. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So I just wanted to share that. I guess everything happened for a reason, because I have something to share of that interaction from yesterday of us not being here on a live. And that meeting started at 7 a.m. I got told that around, we were sitting in class for like at least 4 hours before they gave us a break, or at least 3 hours before they gave us a break, somewhere around there. And yeah, man, that was an immense interaction, and I enjoyed it tremendously. And you know, this is why we do the work that we do, man, because man, ain't nobody out here, man, I ain't gonna say nobody out here talking about it, but the point of us doing this, and the point of the people who already been doing this, is to bring awareness as much as possible and do what's more natural. This is natural to talk about these things. It's natural to talk about, you know, the trajectory of our lives and where we're going, and us just not drifting through life. And
It's 8:20.
it's 8:20. All right. All right, yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. Today is we're gonna drop some principles and values on how to own your day. So basically, how to command the rising. Right? It's a grand rising, right? And grand is it's a grand day, another grand, incredible day, gifted day, grand day of the rising sun. Sun is always rising, but it's a gift for it to be grand and rising, right? Every day is grand because it's the opening of a new chapter. It's the opening of the next episode, right?
Yeah.
So for you to be gifted to get another chance to do it all over again is another thing. You know, it's a blessing. So how to command your day and how to speak life into your day. Number one is speak life over your day, right? Speak life, speak affirmations. I'll drop one. Today is going to be a great day. I expect great things to happen for me today, right? Give me signs that God is working incredibly and magnificent in my life. Give me signs that the universe prove to me that things are always working out for me, right? And if you want to get real savvy with it, let me drop a principle. It says begin each day with the word of faith, declaring God's promises. So you got to know your promises as a citizen of the kingdom, right? If you are in the kingdom, you got to know the promises that the king or the queen is promising to the people, right? King and queen, and if you study kingdomship, if you study kingdomship, know that the king and the queen of the land, or that they have taken over, make promises to the people, right? And so declaring that God's promises over your life. Know your promises. Know what the promises that were gifted to you, because if you're unaware of the promises, then you're unaware of what your rights are, right? And so saying that, if a family member passed away and they left you a will, or they left something behind for you, whatever the case may be,
Right.
if you aren't aware that happened, and you aren't aware that this has transpired, then in so many ways they have left you a kingdom, right? And you don't even know it's yours because you don't even know your rights, right? So you're going throughout life maybe struggling and stuff like that, and don't even know you're sitting on a gold mine, or don't even know that God or your family member have left you something that is tremendously incredible. Like we've seen the movies where the little girl, she's actually a princess, or she's actually a princess, but she's going through, she's suffering throughout life, but don't even know that her grandma is the queen of whatever. Right. We've seen those type of movies all the time, right? And so she doesn't even know the authority that she has. She doesn't know. She's not aware. So she's unaware of the promises. Long story short, your words have power to shape your reality. Whatever you say is what it is. Whatever you say. If you feel like you ain't shit, you ain't shit. And guess what? Everybody else gonna look at you like you ain't shit. Right? If you feel like you weak, then you is weak. Let the weak say I am strong. Right? These words are not meant. And I'm very sure that a lot of you guys are aware of affirmations and things like that. And the reason why is to say these affirmations and to basically brainwash yourself to believe what you already were a believer in.
Right.
So you're brainwashing yourself to get through all of the gunk that you've accumulated throughout life that has diverged you off of the true you.
Yeah.
So now you have to hypnotize yourself back to your original state of awareness.
We surround ourselves with people sometimes.
Your environment, all of that, right? And so your words have power. Whatever you think about yourself, it will reflect on the outside. If you're a shy person and you feel like you're a shy person and you say you're a shy person, everybody's going to see that you're a shy person, because this is what you're reflecting in your inner mind. All right? Here's a scripture. It says, death and life are at the power of the tongue, and those who live it will eat its fruit. All right? This is Proverbs 18:21. Now, remind you guys, I'm not a religious person, but I take heed of ancient and old wisdom that has been written long ago. So I am not biased against information that has been passed down from generation to generation to generation.
Right.
Right? That's a lot of how these businesses, the Think and Grow Rich is written from the Bible. Like if you know of Think and Grow Rich, the book, that's from the Bible. There's a lot of good information that he got, that he revamped and turned it into his experience and got it from the Bible. And so with this being said, I'm gonna give you a value of this nugget. Align your speech with God's will and purpose to invite his blessings into your life.
Or into your day.
Or into your day, right? By speaking these things into your day, and the first thing you do, and by commanding your day, you set the tone of what you want to see in your perception, right? So you'll start, your mind is going to do the work. Your subconscious is going to do the work by finding the stuff, right? But by you being conscious enough to speak it, is going to be the nugget that drops in your subconscious, where the subconscious does the work to seek out these things in your vision, in your peripheral vision and around you in your space.
Right.
Okay. So number 2 is, it's not 2:30 yet. Okay. It's not 8:30 yet.
It's not too bad.
You want to do number 2?
No, you got it.
You want to do number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Seek God first. Seek God first in the beginning of your day, man. Because if you are doing the same routine that you've been doing, you can tell that something is off.
Something is not working.
Something is not working. So.
Or nothing is changing.
Nothing is changing, right? Nothing is changing. It's the same rigmarole, and you know,
it's the same struggle.
It's the same whatever you're going through. If it's a blessing for you, then it's a blessing for you. But it will be. From my own experience, it takes, as a male, it takes being submissive and vulnerable to do this practice, right? And I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and that's not in our vocabulary.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not in our vocabulary to do these things.
No, I'm saying that's where towards
my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not our vocabulary to be submissive. It's not our vocabulary to be vulnerable. And so learning these things after a serious experience that I had in life catapulted me to understand this is the humbleness, right? This is the humbleness. This is the fearfulness, because it's like, if we can be fearful towards man, why are we not fearful towards God? Man is physical and can die. God is inevitable, meaning like my spirit lives on outside of this experience. You know, when I close my eyes and I can see beyond what is in front of me in the physical sense, you know, this is non-physical. This is a non-physical experience. It's nothing that's tangible, but can be tangible. And there's been plenty of things that I've had intangible that became tangible from intangibleness. You see what I'm saying? And
we do.
So it says, seek God first. I'm gonna drop a principle. Prioritize time with God through prayer, worship, and scripture reading before engaging in the daily activities. Putting God first, putting God number 1 in your life. If you could put you first, you can put God first, and put you first, and put everybody else first. As your cup overfloweth, you'll be able to give more. But it goes down the line. A lot of relationships don't work out and have their ups and downs because they're not putting God first. What's so important about this is because if you are leaning towards another human, which are fickle, remember, human beings are fickle. Your friends is fickle. You fickle sometimes. I'm fickle sometimes. Everybody fickle, man. And once you get that shit, you understand, like, this is my wife. Fickle. We fickle. Who's gonna stabilize? If I'm doing all the work, or she's doing all the work and I'm doing less of the work, who's balancing this center out? It's not just us. Because if it was just us, it would fail. You see plenty of times after over and over, relationships failing because it's just them working it. It's just them working it.
There's no foundation.
There's no foundation. There's no strong foundation. You dealing with two fickle ass people who just who like each other, love each other, but they have no values or principles or anything to stand on that's holding that house up. When we living in a house, there's the structure of the house. There's the foundation of the house that's holding it up where we can stay in it and live in it, right? Okay. Okay, so here's the scripture for that. It says, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. It says, here's a value that comes with this. Acknowledge God's, that's a good one.
Wow. Okay.
Servience.
I don't think it's servience.
Soul for AIDS.
Unity. Something like dignity, though. Something like unity.
Oh, that's a good one. It's, damn it! Where did we go? We go, can I use this? Sovereignty. Acknowledge God's sovereignty over your life.
Oh,
and
God, you scream so loud.
I know, right? Because it just popped in my head. Acknowledge God's sovereignty over your life or over your day and trust him to guide your steps. Mm-hmm. Now, what I should do is I should break sovereignty down. And I don't have the definition of sovereignty. And now
I'm here, okay? I'm here, okay? We were not here. We apologize. We were not here yesterday. But we here from today to Friday, okay?
Absolutely. Acknowledge God's sovereignty over your day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would let me just kind of free ball on this too, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, and then I'll also go back and do the research myself, because this is what we need to do when we're dealing with this stuff, man. When we're incorporating it in our lives, we need to know the breakdown. But sovereignty, meaning, from my understanding, is the promises, principles, and understanding of God, right? Acknowledge God's sovereignty over your life, over your day. Meaning the promises in your day. Like, things are always supposed to be working out for me. Like, even if the challenges come, this too shall pass. This is only just a storm. It's just a tornado passing by, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not going to last forever. It's just I need to get through it and move on to the next. And see when the sun comes up, right? Sovereignty, promises, principles, values in my day. Trust God. Trust that him, it says, and trust him to guide your steps. Trust in God. Be outside yourself. Be outside your body. Be outside of you having to figure it all out.
Hey, Sia.
Be outside of you having to do it all by yourself. Because it gets tiresome. Okay? Because it's not supposed to be that way. Hence why you see these corporations and every big major entity that lives on this planet operates as a group.
Yeah.
That's what makes it more efficient. Okay, number 3 is you.
No, I'm not Zamonde, unfortunately. Okay, let me get in. Number 3, walk in faith and not in fear. So with this one, I'm going to read the principle. Approach the day with confidence in God's provision and protection. Refuse to let fear or doubt dictate your action. So in everything you do, sometimes you're going to be scared to move forward. Sometimes you're going to be scared to do things because you think you're not going to be able to succeed in whatever you're doing. Yay. Also, go subscribe. So you're going to be scared to move forward because you think you're not going to be able to do it, or you don't know what's going to happen on the other side. So you keep pulling yourself back. You need to walk in faith and remove fear. Sometimes fear is going to be there. Not sometimes, it's always there all the time. But it's up to you knowing what is the strategy of you being, oh my God, man, being who you want to be, okay? And then the scripture is going to be, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So that is 2 Timothy verse 1-7. And then do you want me to do number 4?
Yeah.
And then for the value on number 3 is embrace a mindset of victory and trust God's faithfulness to fulfill his promises. So with this one, I would definitely say, with the value of walking in faith, I would say through I've been through things where I'm like, I could have done that, but I didn't believe in myself. It's all about believing in yourself. Knowing faith is about you believing that you can and forcing yourself to do it and seeing like, what if I do it? What's going to happen if I do it? Then saying only if I did it and you didn't do it, I feel like you can do anything you put your mind into. I always say that. I always say to my daughter, you can do anything you put your mind into. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be scared. Yes, you're going to be scared because your mind is trying to protect you from the things that you're trying to do. And your mind is trying to keep you safe because it doesn't want you to be heartbroken and all that. So I believe that if you believe in yourself, you can conquer or you can do anything. Number 4, be intentional about serving others. Be intentional about serving. That's what we're doing right now, standing here and talking to you guys every morning for tea time while drinking our tea and making sure that everybody's in alignment before they move out and go out and go do some stuff or go to work or whatever it is that you're doing during the day. What do you want to say?
Game breed. Thank you for watching our videos.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah.
Thank you. Craze.
The principal. Oh, that's my cousin right here.
Ah.
Sent us a rose 5.
Hey, turn up. Gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you for sending us a rose. You sent us a rose.
So be intentional. Yes.
Sawabona.
I cannot hear. So be intentional.
Yeah, self-governing authority. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, moms. It says we miss our
Mzansi girl. That's South
Mzansi
African girl.
Ah.
Be intentional about serving others, right? The principle of that is use each day to show love, kindness, and generosity, reflecting God's character in your intentions. Now, we're not saying that go act like God or anything like that, but do nice things, show great gestures. There's this kid that when I pick up Akanya at school, I'm always going to see her, and she's always going to be saying something nice to someone, like, oh, I like your dress, and every day she makes sure that she compliments me. And my daughter will tell me too that, oh, she complimented me too earlier on in school. She always does that. And I'm like, I wish that she grows up with this character and she doesn't change, because most of the time when we grow up, we meet wrong people in our life and we be in different and not good environment, and then we change ourselves because we think that we're not doing right. So the scripture of that is Matthew 5-16. Let your light shine before men. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. And then the value for that is focus on being a vessel of God's love, making an impact for his kingdom through services. Again, as you said, you're not going to know if you don't know the principles, you're not going to know what to do. So you're just going to be walking out here and bumping into humps.
You're going to be walking out here and not strapped.
Yes, and hitting yourself and bumping into this and bumping into that. I mean, that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to bump on over here and over there and over there.
But you got to stay...
You gotta stay strong.
You gotta stay strapped.
You gotta know where you're going.
If y'all know what strapped is, man, when I mean strapped, I mean you gotta stay strapped. Strapped. And so gun. Gun stands for God, universe, and nature. Right?
Let me read Sia's comment. Guys, what you do really helps me and motivate me in such a way. I also want to make it different. Yes, let's go. Yes. You can do anything you put
Turn up!
You can do anything you put your mind into, trust me.
Absolutely. But take heed of what we're saying too, like being knowledgeable. Okay, so if we ever notice that, like, I don't know if you ever read like the Bible and stuff like that, and it talks about darkness all the time, darkness. Darkness is just the only, in Hebrew, I believe the breakdown of darkness, or in Latin, either one, I forgot. Let me recorrect that. But darkness broken down means ignorance, which is not knowing. So what you don't know literally hinders you. Like she was saying earlier, knowing your promises, know what the promise is, write that shit down, find it, ask ChatGPT, find, right. Look on Pinterest, ask what are the promises of Pinterest. Somebody did the work already, and it's really easy for you to find the information, and then after that, don't just let it be easy. Start reading the shit for yourself so you can actually see it and be open to receive what you didn't see before. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't take the time to write the stuff down and actually try to capture it, because taking a picture is capturing the moment, right? If you don't write it down, you're not capturing the information.
Right.
So it's going, oh, okay, that's nice, right over your damn head, like a fucking rock in the water, you know? And a rock in the water, after a while, starts to create algae on it because it's stagnant. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? And algae represents how long it's been there for. And how long are you going to be in your situation for? You see what I'm saying? And so...
And you keep thinking about negative stuffs on your situation, it gets even longer.
And all you're doing is stacking the case. You're building the case against yourself if you can think negative about this is happening, and then this just came around the corner, and then this is about to be, and I just know, I'm not about to do that. I'm not going to do that because...
I just know.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that because I did that last time, and this was the result of that happening from last time, so I just know that that's not going to work out. It's like, yeah, you sure is right. It's not going to work out for you. You sure right, you goddamn Skippy. Nobody can help you with this situation. You got it all figured out. You go ahead and let yourself ride with this. I can't help you with that. God can't even help. God's like, yep, you sure is right. Yep, you sure is right. Because the power of the tongue is everything. If you speaking death on your tongue, man, that's you. You gonna get more of what you don't want.
Exactly. If you focus on the negative, you're gonna keep getting the negative.
You gotta be psychotic. You gotta be insane to think the opposite way.
Right, yeah.
It's insane and psychotic to think that things are always going to work out for you. But you got to get numb and dumb to that shit because it will start to present itself in your reality. Right? Try it. It's a test. Try it. It's not gonna, what's the worst that can happen if it's not working out for you?
Right. We've had our moments where we're like, oh, well, I mean, something better is coming, you know? And we've also had our moment where we're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do now? And then we grew into like, oh, okay. Oh, our car, this, oh, all right. That means something better is coming.
Yeah.
So just being okay with what's going on in your life and being okay, like, okay, it's happening, it hurts, but let's move on, okay? Let's find out what is it bringing, because I know that since it's negative, it's gonna bring something positive.
Facts.
Because the devil is always gonna wanna strike when something good is coming.
No, it is.
So every time you feel sad, every time you feel like everything is going wrong, there's something bigger.
Yeah.
There's something bigger on the other side because he's trying to block that. But you're gonna think about the negative because you're blocking your blessing, right? He's always gonna fight. The devil is always gonna fight, whether you like it or not. He's always gonna fight. Whether you like, I'm strong. He's always gonna come up with something.
It's almost like those people where, like, and you know, there's a lot of people who got groups of people where you go get some new pair of shoes, or you go get this new cologne, or you go get a new shirt or something like that, and then the people that you go back and kind of want to show like, yo, I just got this new, and you want some acknowledgement, you know, they probably like, oh, that don't look right on you, or you look stupid, or I look better in those than you do, or something like that. It's people like that, man. And thank God I've never experienced those people, but I've seen those people act towards certain ways around other people, around in the circles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not a good feeling, yo. It's not for you to be a fucking stifler. It's not good for you to fucking be a person who can't stay in your godlike self. Why not give the praise? Because it'll be different if I came up to you and be like, yo, man, you looking fly, bro. No homo.
Yeah.
Like, I like that shit. Like, I don't even know where you got it from, but definitely You make me want to go buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I can look good as you right now. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna look good in it. You looking good in it. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me give you some that, bro, for even having good taste. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And, you know, people, they fuck themselves over a lot of times, man. People fuck themselves over a lot of times because life would be so great if we can just give praise, you know, and not just praise like on the sense of like godly praise, but like acknowledgement of good decisions, acknowledgement of going in the right path, acknowledgement of, you know what I'm saying, standing outside your comfort zone. Because you don't have to be homo or whatever the case may be to give praise. That's a false accusation that it has been planted inside our communities to divide us. It's planted inside our communities to divide us, man. Real talk. Yeah. Because if we can't show acknowledgement that you on the right path or whatever you doing is dope as hell, that's not where hip hop came from, bro. Hip hop came from like, yo, you got a dope ass move. Oh, that's fresh. That's Zilla. Oh, whatever the case may be. This is all acknowledgement of praising the other person of like, yo, you got taste. Yo, that's fire. Yo, like, how you do that? Where you get that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that too. Instead of like, I want that too. Why you got it? You know? And then like you trying to take it from somebody. Like it's
and that's when you don't get it.
Yeah, man.
It doesn't come like that.
We got a lot of learning.
Right, yeah.
But it's all good. Like for the ones that, you know, don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you'll grow into your maturity. And if not, to each his own. I don't know what to say. Like if you out there drowning and I gave you a whole life vest, what the fuck you want me to do? Shit.
Yeah.
Like,
thank you, Steve.
Nothing I can do for you. But gratitude and appreciation on many levels, guys. And we about to be out. We dropped the gems, and we will see y'all tomorrow on another Grand Rising.
Same day.
Dropping the gems.
Same time, same day.
Peace,
same
blessings,
place.
prosperity, success, and abundance in your journey in life. If you're interested in our tea, definitely text us, DM us, text VIP for more information, and we'll get back to you in the comments.
Your mom is on TikTok now.
I see her. She dropping from side to side, right to right. Yeah, but us is in so many words, peace, blessings, prosperity, success, and abundance in your journey in life. Catch you on the flip side.
So if you guys want us our tea, you can actually find us on our last live. All the way on the bottom, there's our link for our personal contact. And then for TikTok, you guys go on the bio and click the link, and everything is going to be there for you guys. Okay, so yeah, or DM us or whatever you want to do. So peace and love. We love y'all. Y'all have a great day.
Facts.
And have an amazing time today.
Africa Barbada, DJ Cool Hurt, Grandmaster
Have the great
Flash.
week. Started with a great mindset.
So on and so forth. KRS-One.
Walk with fear, not faith. I'm kidding. It's the other way around, guys.
I was
Walk
chiming
with faith,
in
not with fear.
Charlie Chain. Absolutely, man. And but the purpose and the power of hip hop and where it came from and the elements of hip hop and what they were deriving from the culture of hip hop when they went up there to the union to fight for hip hop to be an actual cultural.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm gonna call my dad. Peace and love, TikTok.
For it to be an actual culture, when that was the point. It was to unite us in a way where we express godly presence. Yeah. Peace out, TikTok. Gratitude and appreciation. Thank you for dropping the love. Y'all, we need more likes next time. What up? All right. Yeah. This just looks sweet. Yeah. But yeah, man, that was the whole moral essence. It was not to divide us, but it was to unify us on a level where